the first time I've ever heard about the yellow rose.
Yo, you got research. Yeah, you got research.
I'm gonna show you.
All rose colors mean something.
Yeah,
what I did.
They used to send around a guide around Valentine's Day in our high school that explained which each rose meant.
That's some weird shit.
Well, you could buy the roses for $1 and have them sent to anybody in the school.
That's some weird shit.
Help fund things.
Yeah.
Go before school, get the rose, and then take it to the motherfucker.
No.
The school doesn't need to be
John Martin doesn't get his breath then. What are you talking about?
The school doesn't need to be delegating child relationships.
Well, they're trying to prevent a situation like this from
trying to prep you for the guy and having to marry you.
I'm trying to see if I can find
from
February.
the social faux pas of gift flower giving.
Facts.
Oh God, I don't know. I'm such an asshole. I guess I don't know. It just really bothered me.
I mean, this is kind of weird that you're so hurt.
Pass this around.
Okay,
that's what I did. I put on my all red dress.
Did you get him some flowers?
I gave him a flower.
Okay.
As they say.
So you were the gift.
Yes.
You
right.
Were the gift. So this is my thing about Valentine's Day. Why do the men always have to give the gift?
He didn't.
And then
it
our
would have
gift
been
is
better
supposed
if
to be
he did not. It would have been better if he did not bring me any flowers than yellow flowers.
Why is my gift expected to be pussy though?
It's not.
I'm going out getting these flowers.
It's not.
This is just a repeat of the Valentine's Day episode.
No, because
I always gave him gifts.
A different perspective.
I always gave him gifts on like other things. I always was doing stuff. So like Valentine's Day is the one day for him to show me, right?
Do you believe in the day that is a month after Valentine's Day? Steak and blowjob day.
What?
It's a thing. Look it up. It's March 14th. It's a thing. I always got to bring this up to my girl. Like,
it is going to pop up.
This is a real holiday.
On Facebook.
Well, I'm single, so I don't know.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, if you're in a relationship, do you believe in that day?
I've never.
That day never gets believed in.
I never heard of it.
Now I'm trying to spread the word.
This is like
this is a day.
Do you believe?
Right? Can we make this a real thing?
People invented that on like the saddest corner of the internet.
Listen, if you do want it to be a thing, you might have to change the wording a little bit because it's very masculine. Steak and blowjob, babe.
Yeah, it is. I don't really agree with how it's said, but like I'm not the one that made it.
You know what the
down a little bit.
You know what the connotation.
Romance it up.
Right. Try to be like
Valentine's Day. I don't know. That's just a little
Volunteer. It's not. It's Valentine's.
A little gender essentialist, but
not like
something there.
Right. Not like meat and more meat.
Meat and more meat.
Like,
okay.
Steak and sausage. Like,
yeah, steak and cock day. Let's get it going.
Okay, I understand. It's a crazy day. Just like Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
That's why for Valentine's this year, I was like, let's just use your birthday gift together and make pottery.
Aww.
Bam.
Very romantic.
Pottery and wine.
And then you can put a plant in the pottery and then watch it grow just like your love. And
she made me an ashtray because this is ghetto love.
Okay, that's good love too. That's good love too.
We couldn't get the pot popping. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to.
It's pot. Hard. It's a form of pot.
Yeah. We couldn't. I couldn't throw it right.
Right. Okay.
I couldn't get it up.
Okay.
Got to put the pot inside.
Couldn't get it up.
Yeah. It's okay.
It takes the touch of a master, really.
This week we're going to be doing our monthly review for the month of February. We're talking with Jeremy, Antoine, Connor, and Anika.
Hey.
I feel like if I had a wand, I'd go birch. I'm fine with birch.
Yeah, no, I agree. Birch is great.
Yeah, it's got the white bark on it. It's very nice.
Trees are great.
A handsome wood.
Yeah. It reminds me of my grandmother's house, too, which is like grandmas are always super powerful, magical.
Birch or the wand?
Birch.
What reminds you of your grandmother's
Birch,
house?
I
The birch tree.
Okay.
But
yeah,
also then I guess by proxy, by
Yeah,
wand
well, you
is-
think birch, you think wands, you think like powerful magics. Like,
Yes.
yeah, grandmothers.
Grandmothers, oh my gosh, most powerful. Whoa.
There's something there.
Yeah.
Somewhere a
Everyone's
little
nodding their
evil.
head if you can't.
More and more people are saying this.
Yes.
More and more people are
I
saying.
just want to speak for the minority, and some grandmas suck. So,
Yeah.
But
And that's okay
magic can
too.
be bad too. That's the thing. You can have bad
black
magic.
magic, grandma.
Racist evil grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that.
No.
Yeah,
No.
they're not cool. They're not cool.
No. No.
So what started the month off?
On a light note,
Yeah, let's start there.
there was Kanye stalking Kim West.
Oh, that's light.
Yeah,
I feel like
about
this-
as light as it gets for this month.
this sort of story arc's been going on for at least a couple months now, but we're seeing
Well, this month it got wild with him like posting a lot on fucking Instagram. He was like posting their personal
yeah,
conversations.
so we're
and shit.
specifically talking about
I mean, he's just
I gotta
acting
follow
like
Kanye right now. We're talking about
hurt
Kanye.
man.
yeah, let's back up. So
This is the most human I've ever seen a celebrity be. That is
Yeah,
a fact.
no, he's
I
just
will
a
say
hurt
that.
man.
Yeah.
this
Like
is
when you buy a house across the street from your ex, you're hurt.
So
You're hurt.
we saw Kanye West is sort of stalking Kim Kardashian, his ex-wife. Did they get married?
Yeah, they were
Okay.
They're married.
No, not anymore. They're legally separated now.
Okay.
I just want to say, like, I feel so much for him, especially being bipolar and, like, not
Yeah.
to diagnose him. I'm not a doctor.
I think he's
But-
talked about his bipolar.
Okay,
disorder
so, like,
before.
the things he says, I just resonate with so deeply. Like, it's hard to,
I think we rarely get to see a celebrity as not managed
Right.
Sure.
as he is, because I'm sure there's so many people who are, and I'm going to use the derogatory term here, way crazier than he is. But like, we just don't get to see it. It's all
Sure, it's
background.
contained.
I mean, he could
And-
be like trying to beat her up.
Yeah. As
He ain't
far as
trying to
we
beat
know,
her
that
up.
hasn't happened.
Like
so-
that's real crazy. Like he's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like
I don't see that in him. I actually see someone who goes inside. He goes inside, but he explodes because people are gaslighting him probably. Or it's just like, he's not being gaslit, but he is, if he's under medicated, he's going to feel attacked all the time.
I mean, baby mamas make you mad. 'cause
And they don't
attack
let him
you.
leave.
And they know how to piss you off.
They probably don't let him go do his own thing because they're in fear of his safety. But at the same time, like, you got to give people like that space and just like let them do their thing. He's a grown adult.
Well,
period.
Kanye be doing what Kanye wants. He described himself as a nomad.
And I feel
He doesn't
like
even have a home.
a
He just goes wherever he
non-insignificant part
Yeah.
of this, a non-insignificant part of this is marketing stunt shit. Like,
Possibly.
Okay, I will give you that because like he was doing the fucking shit where he was posting every day on Instagram about him and Kim type shit and like
Yeah.
arguing like about fucking Pete Davidson and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then instantaneously he pivoted from that to the release of his STEM player and Donda 2 on exclusively on the STEM player.
He's
Okay.
working.
I mean,
it's
when he's
easy
gonna
season.
stop
He's going to
working?
say some crazy
Well,
shit.
no, just what I'm saying.
Like,
is,
what, is he
like,
gonna stop working?
what I'm saying is he got. I'm kind of agreeing with what Connor's saying in that they're both empty now.
Monster Rehab.
Yeah.
Astute fans of wrestling understand the power of working some shit that's more or less real and blowing it up and making it way bigger to make buzz or excitement about something.
And
I
it
mean, my
definitely
boy-
did that
my boy
because
always
it
sold-
even got me looking at his motherfucking Instagram.
But he
And I
only-
had never looked at Kanye's
And that man
nothing
has
not
made a
one
good
time.
album in like fucking 4 albums.
Donda was a great album.
Okay, I haven't fucked around with that one too much. I'll be
His
completely
last album great. Donda 2 probably great, but I'm not paying $200 for a
I'll
STEM
be
player.
Kanye's friend. Can I just say that, Kanye? If you ever listen to this, I want to be your friend.
Well,
I won't
obviously, I want to
gaslight
be
you.
Kanye's friend too.
I won't gaslight you, Kanye. I'll be your friend. We can go on
hang out with him
adventures.
given the opportunity.
You know what I'm saying? We'll make
Kanye,
music.
listen to my mixtape.
Yeah.
Put me on,
Put me on,
Kanye.
Kanye.
And that's why he's.
I believe in
that's
you.
That's why he acts like he acts.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Well, we're kindred spirits, bro. Like, we both got the bipoles, as I say. And I think, like, that was a perfect metaphor, making a mountain out of a molehill. it happens, right? Like something little happens and then something big happens. And
then I feel like most people
but
just don't have the means to buy a house across the street from your like millionaire. What do you feel like an Escalade up with roses or something? What was that shit?
Oh, I didn't hear about that one.
Maybe that was the month before, but I feel like he did something insane.
I gotta know if this is.
Damn, what? Oh God, I creep sometimes, but I try not to be, I can't afford to be that creepy.
Yeah, that's the thing. He has.
If I could, I don't
for
know
all
what you
intents and purposes, the guy's got as much money as you could ever do anything.
I would probably just send them a private plane and be like, meet me here, babe.
You are 100% right. He did send a whole Escalade full of roses to Kim.
Were they red?
What color?
Yeah, exactly.
They were red. They were red.
There we go. There we go. Not fucking yellow roses for Valentine's Day.
Was that this Valentine's Day?
That was a small.
Okay.
I'm really not that mad. It just is kind of funny.
You play it up for the podcast.
You know, you do what you do.
I mean, you do what you do.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but she's not even with Pete Davidson anymore, is she?
I don't know. I think
they were together. Some people told me they were just doing some shit for like some show or some movie.
Okay,
well, no, they were definitely like
you're into guys. What's Pete Davidson's deal? Like, I don't see it, but
he's funny. Girls love funny dudes.
I do love being around people who are funny. I think he's got like the big eyes.
Okay.
The big lips, the big eyes.
I've seen it online described as manic pixie line cook.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. And you know what, though? I like a bit of a bigger dude, personally.
And he's tall
I'm
as shit,
175. I want, no, I'm not tall. I want like a bigger dude. Like, you know.
Like,
got some weight on him. Got some weight on him. Be like 200.
You ain't trying to bench press your lover?
Am I trying to bench press my lover?
Yeah, that's why I said you. You're not trying to do that?
You
so
think
you don't
I
want
can't?
like, I'm saying you don't want a 100-pound dude. Like you wouldn't go for like a 5'2", 100-pound dude, like a horse jockey.
I would. I like all shapes and sizes. I really do.
Look, that's a good cleanup. That's a good cleanup. I appreciate that.
I really do like all shapes and sizes, but I think Pete Davidson is not for me.
Gotcha.
Pete Davidson kind of looks sickly.
Like who?
Sickly.
No comment.
I always think dirty.
I'm not a Pete Davidson fan, so
I always think dirty when I see him. Like that's
dirty.
Yeah,
he just looks sick.
Yeah,
like his eye, like he has big bags and like his face.
I think he just needs to see the sun a little more.
As fuck.
He needs to see the sun a little more. But that if he's Mediterranean, I feel him because I start to look sickly if I'm not in the sun too much. I start to look like.
Well, get some sun, bro.
Are you saying I? Do
no,
I
mean anybody who gets like that.
You know, in the
you need sun. Actually.
Are they in California all the time too? What the fuck?
Pete's like in the house. Everybody's in the pool. He's like sitting there watching them from the living room.
He's wearing a hoodie all the time. Yeah. He needs to stop doing that.
Hanging out in the
Just
pool
get the
with
vitamin
like a body
D.
glove, like
his whole body's covered. He might be afraid of the sun.
All right, so to be real, I do think he's in New York though, because he's on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
he'd be in LA.
It's famous.
I'm sure he's in LA. Yeah, you're right.
I'll be his friend too, though. What's up, Pete Davidson?
Would you just be friends with any famous person? Is that what it is?
No, I'd be friends with anyone. I'm real friendly. I'll just be friends. What's up?
She's just out here to be a friend.
I am. I truly.
It's important.
Truly. We need that. And why can't we just all be friends with Ukraine right now?
Okay, so we're transitioning.
Let's transition.
So
that's a deep
one.
heavy.
Russia rolled fucking into Ukraine.
Well, Russia didn't just roll straight in. They stayed outside of Ukraine for a while.
Yeah, so everyone, I think me included, not that I pay attention to too much foreign politics, but it seems pretty clear that they were just kind of like flexing. And then they decided to actually do the damn thing.
Well, it seemed pretty clear that they were about to invade because Putin been talking about invading them and taking over the Ukraine because they're ran by Azov.
So the Russian line on it is that they are merely trying to recognize the Donetsk and regions. Yeah. I can't pronounce anything over there. I don't got the Russian voice in me, but those two regions.
Russian voices, though, kind of hot.
You'll be friends with a Russian.
I know, yeah.
But you're friends with Ukraine too.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Who's friends
Got
with
real
us?
Switzerland vibes.
Yeah, I'm Swiss vibes.
Friends with everybody.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
reason for all this.
Well, no, there's not, I think, because sometimes when it comes down to it, everything in politics is a business transaction, and there's got to be a way that we can figure this shit out.
Yeah,
And
class war. That is how we figure that one out.
God.
All right, so back to Russia's line on this.
So their whole thing was that they were going to roll in and what did they say? Denazify? Was
Yeah.
that their thing? And
They want to
they said something
denazify,
else.
and they want to recognize those two regions that I cannot pronounce
As Russia.
Not as Russia, as their own separate republics,
Which
would eventually join Russia.
you
most
would-
likely.
one
Right.
would imagine.
But so that's what the Russian line on it is that it was to make sure that Nazis aren't in control there, and also that they don't want Ukraine to join NATO.
Which there are a lot of Nazis here. There are trying to take control.
That's
a fact.
That is a fact.
To be fair, that's also not a unique situation to Ukraine.
Okay, it is somewhat unique having them fold into
The government party, like they want their own political party. I'm pretty sure they have it by now.
I mean,
This is all,
They had one
not to
seat.
be ignorant and sound so, this is all news to me. I had no idea that Ukraine was being run by Nazis.
Well,
Is that-
that is a bold step going.
Okay,
like,
okay, so
they're not
that's-
completely run by Nazis.
This is the backstory.
Zelensky is as the liberal line on it is Zelensky's a Jewish person, so how is it run by Nazis? Which is like, that makes sense. But they were literally folded, like the Azov Battalion, which is a neo-Nazi organization, was folded into the actual standing Ukrainian military whenever like shit started going down, because the Ukrainian military,
They were fighting Poland and they were losing.
Yeah, and they stopped. They just stopped fighting.
And then the Azov Battalion came without being under.
It wasn't Poland they were fighting. They were fighting a civil war against the Donetsk and Luchau regions or whatever.
Down at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Well, they came to help the government without the government asking.
Yes.
And then when they helped them win, they were like, now that we helped you win, we want our own political party.
Sovereign.
Yeah. We want to see it at the table pretty much.
Pretty much we want to make decisions in this bitch.
Okay. And Putin thinks it's his business.
Well, that's the cover he's using. I don't think he actually gives a shit, really.
Right.
I think what Putin cares about is not having NATO along his borders. That's what Putin cares about. He doesn't want American fucking military bases right up against his shit.
And I think just what's interesting about it is that there's so many Ukrainian people in Russia is what I've heard.
Well, because that shit all used to be Soviet Union.
Like half. Something along the lines of, I could be wrong, but something along the lines of like half of that population over there is Ukrainian.
I don't know what percentage of them that is Ukrainian in Russia, but like, think about it, right? At one point, those were all fucking linked states inside the USSR. So of course, there's going to be some amount of like trans fucking populationism like going on.
Are we having Ukrainians fight Ukrainians though? That's so sad in my mind.
There is Ukrainians. Okay, so technically, the people in the Donetsk region and
they're Ukrainian.
They're technically ethnically Russian, is what people claim.
Well, yeah, because they speak Russian and they do all this. They say they're Russian
culturally,
right? Yeah,
but I feel like language does not dictate culture necessarily. That's something
That's not ethnically then.
I guess you cannot tell these people what they are.
Yeah.
No, I'm not either. I'm not.
I mean, if they say they're Russian, then whatever, you're Russian then.
Exactly.
But you're probably Ukrainian because you live in the Ukraine, just in like a separate nation. It's like how Texans feel. Yeah. I'm not American. I'm a Texan.
I love Texas.
So the words that I've been trying to pronounce are DONETSK and LUHANSK. Those are the two regions that are trying to.
I'm not going to take a run at that one.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
LUHANSK.
You could just type it in and press the little Google Speech button, and it will tell you how to say it. Luska. Technology does that.
Yeah.
I hired an employee I couldn't talk to and just use
If I could
Google
see
Translate.
the letters, they're similar to.
He only came for 2 days, but
Luhansk.
I think that Google shit is wrong, but
Yeah.
that shit don't sound right, baby. I don't know. Like, I'm watching a lot of news. I ain't Luhansk.
Yeah, all right. So,
Well, they're not talking about those regions on the news because that's against the narrative of anything that would be to escalate the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Right. That's a little
overall,
more grounding.
like, as far as I care about this whole thing, right? Like, Russia is bad in what they're doing. They shouldn't be doing it, right?
Oh, no. They shot at a nuclear plant.
Okay, that
Like missiles until the people just gave up. And if they would have blew up the nuclear plant, it would have been over for Russia because it was the biggest nuclear plant in
Chernobyl?
anyone who complains about that doesn't understand how nuclear plants work.
Are you talking about
if you
Chernobyl?
blow up the nuclear plant, right, and then the reactors or the cooling
No,
units
it's a different one. It's
the
one that's
cooling
currently
units
active.
or whatever
Oh, shit.
There was some
stop
shit going on in
working,
Chernobyl, though.
right? So
Yeah.
you stop the people from working the shit, and then
Yeah.
something goes awry, and then that's when it can fuck up. Like if you fuck up the systems,
Yeah.
then it could be a problem with a nuclear plant.
All I knew is that there's people who are much more knowledgeable about how the actual operations of nuclear tech and nuclear power production who said that people were overreacting about it. So
I mean, probably.
But the fact is that now you have a nuclear power plant that's not being run and they can get
It is
overrun by someone else.
It's being run by Russians.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now Russia has a nuclear power plant.
they have
Russians are running
many
it.
already.
Yeah, and now
I
they
mean,
have
but
one
it's
that
just
doesn't-
like now they have control over Ukraine's power grid because that controls a lot of their shit. But you still just don't shoot at nuclear shit.
Yeah, it's
just
don't-
generally a bad idea.
Yeah.
Just don't even if it's not that dangerous. Just don't do it.
It's like
you're just trying to induce panic when you do shit
Yeah,
like that.
that's
You're like,
That's
bomb the nuclear
that's
plant.
like a
Come
bad
on, man.
South Park episode. Like that's like something they would make. It's like instill fear, like some dumb shit, and
Yeah,
it's
Putin's
bad.
gonna bomb that. Yeah, that's some South Park shit.
That's like
But Putin did it. though.
Putin would have
But he did
the
it.
Canadian style head in this, I imagine.
Sure, yeah.
The only thing that makes me feel like Putin is fucked up is that some of the Russian soldiers are saying that they didn't know they were going to war.
I mean, war is bad. That's what's fucked up. War is bad.
but we live in America. So
Right,
I can't. And I'm not like I can't
Well,
I think it's bad when we fucking do it.
it is.
Okay,
It's all bad.
I'm
It's
just
all
gonna say
bad.
this.
But I'm not
I'm
going to
gonna-
judge them more harshly than I judge us, which I just hate us all.
I don't know if this is like a weird perspective on war, but okay.
Let's hear it.
We're even going to war with our own cells in our body at a microcosmic level.
Whoa.
Okay. So not saying it's a part of life like life and death, but we do have Martian energy in our galaxy. We have always had and will always have this type of tug and pull, but it's how we do it. What dimension are we coming from? You know, when we do engage in war, how are we going to do war? What if we did war through like a chess game? Or what if we did war through dance like they do in the
you got
rah-rah?
served.
Pardon? Yeah, like why can't we have dance wars? Like why does it have to be nuclear? Come on, you guys, get on this level.
Why are we killing each other instead of playing games?
I feel
to
like
decide
No, like
issues?
I don't know. Like it would be
The point of war is to instill it, like to
assert dominance.
yeah,
Get what you want.
through murder, through
Yeah.
state-sanctioned murder,
Well,
and
I don't know
violence.
that's a
yeah,
premise.
it is.
through violence.
Yeah, through imposing
Just
your
pure
will on a
violence,
foreign
like,
entity.
I'm not even
Without
against that
violence.
either. I go to a lot of shows where it's like, let's get violent.
And that's
But-
different because war is about killing people, and you can't make it about dance because it's about killing people.
Well, there are places that make it about dance.
Who? Where?
So there is a festival in Haiti called the Rara Festival, and they battle through dance.
Or are they actually like, what are they doing?
It's been a long time since I read this ethnography, but I'm saying it's like through music, through dance, through drink, through, it's just
It sounds like they're just like partying. That doesn't sound.
they're partying, but it's
does
also
sound
like
like a party.
they also do have these like little altercations where they solve it.
Like, are you saying that these people
I don't want to
crazy
get
would
into
it
it too
be
much
if
because
political debates, essentially,
it is
via these
I can't say that. It's been a long time since I've read the book, but it is a beautiful book. And I will look it up for later to shout it out at the end.
Well, I guess to answer your question, the reason we can't do this is because there's people who
we're just not there yet.
Want to murder?
Yeah, they want the shit and people don't want to give it to them, so they're going to do everything they can to get it.
I understand war, but I'm saying, in the future, let's hope that we can just solve war through other means.
Sure.
Where life is.
That would be dope.
Ideal.
That's utopia. But what I was saying is Putin is fucked up because he told his soldiers that they were only going to do war games and then sent them to real war.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
no.
Even in war, that's fucked up to do to your people. Like, just tell them, like, yo, we're about to invade. So, like, mentally prepare yourself for this. They were telling, like, yo, we thought we were just, like, up here doing war games. And when we were supposed to go back, they told us to invade.
Mm-hmm. And they were
like,
fake
we don't
bullets.
even really want to be here. But they're there now. Which is just fucked up on Putin's side. Like, I wouldn't want to fight a war for that, man. I don't want to fight a war for
I wouldn't fight a war for any...
it depends.
Motherfuckers.
Do they have to join over there?
I don't know.
Like, are they drafted?
Let's find out.
Because I always think that's kind of fucked up too. It's like you start a war and then you have a bunch of people fighting for you that don't even.
What about the defense? Like, do you think it's okay that Ukraine made everybody from 16 to 60 stay to fight?
He made
every
them
man.
stay.
Yeah, every man from 16 to 60 had to stay in Ukraine to fight.
I'm running. Fuck that.
You shouldn't make
get through the borders. You can't get through the borders.
If Canada
they're stopping you at the border.
If Canada put fucking tanks in here tomorrow, I'm leaving. I'm sorry.
No. See,
if people come down
no one's coming here.
I'm shooting at them.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm
not leaving.
I've been thinking about this. No one's coming to this house. We're good. I thought about this on the way here. I was like, what if we like say something crazy or someone comes looking for us or whatever? No one's finding us here.
I can guarantee
We're good.
that we've said crazier shit and no one's...
no one's going to find us here. We're chilling. We're chilling.
We're in Germany.
I'm glad that you considered that option, though.
I mean, I think about a lot of things. So,
I think the other funny thing that, like, obviously people aren't going to talk about this on the news or whatever, but that, like, Putin's directly our fault.
Okay, so they did announce recently that they are doing a draft in Russia, but that those people haven't been trained yet. So everybody that's there right now was in the military already. But they are currently drafting, which is something.
I mean, they're fighting a whole country because you're not allowed to leave from 16 to 60.
Yeah.
Like, you literally have to be a baby or a woman to leave. And most people are staying. Because what else are you going to do?
Right.
So, my whole fucking opinion on all that shit is that I don't want America involved, period. Like,
we're already involved.
I know. We are. I don't want us involved, though.
But now we're playing like the cat and mouse game where
that's the same shit we've been doing for the last like 30 years. It's a proxy war.
Yeah, but didn't we promise them that we would help them?
We're helping them.
Recent years in an old type of...
No, we're helping them, though. But they're not part of NATO, so we don't have to help them.
NATO, which is technically our treaty organization.
But isn't that because of Trump?
What?
No, they're just not part of NATO because they haven't joined.
We are part of NATO.
I know we are.
We are NATO.
But they aren't part of NATO.
We are.
Why aren't they a part of NATO?
That's the whole thing. We were they were making, or someone, they were supposed to be.
They're trying to be a part of NATO. But Putin's like, no. You're not allowed to be a part of NATO.
Because when you get to be a NATO country, we give you a lot of armaments. Most of Americans.
So here is some information about that whole side of things, though. That like before fucking 2014, they had a very pro-Russia government, and then we did coups there and fucking armed literal Azov and shit like that, and fucking like
we fund terrorist groups like normal.
And then that government, like not Azov directly, but like the government that arose from that after our coup was very pro-US. So it's debatable as to what the actual will of those people are because
what is the
we
will?
Did coups.
Right. Okay.
It's like what's it like? It's like when we got rid of the Soviet Union, in the 90s.
Yeah. So there was an agreement that we weren't even supposed to go west of Berlin.
Yeah, we were.
like-
and we just kept going.
Yeah, we just kept going and
We being NATO.
and establishing more American military bases.
But it's like when we fucking took out the Soviet Union, we took a tree and like cut the roots out, and so now there's this big ass hollow tree that's gonna fall on something.
So what else? I mean, all of February can't have been a war.
Yeah,
pretty much the end of it was a war. Cleveland had some cool shit.
Let's hear about some cool shit from Cleveland.
The All-Star game was here. That was cool. It brought $100 million to the city.
Yes,
so a lot of concerts.
Because I was trying to get a fucking reservation at the steakhouse, and I had
done.
Yeah,
nothing. Can't do shit, buddy.
Bullshit.
There were so many famous people here that people were performing just like at like shitty spots. Like
No, I didn't see
Rick
any
Ross
of it.
was on 56th in Detroit. Like they had a red carpet on 56 in Detroit for Rick Ross. And then there was people performing, I think 50 Cent was performing at Windows on the Water or Windows on the River
50.
or whatever.
Nice.
I don't know what the fuck that place
Many
is.
men.
I think it's
Which death to call me.
I think it's
Good in my eye, dog, and I
I'm
can't
with
see.
you on some real shit.
I love.
And then there were people
50.
performing at the Galleria. That's like a mini mall downtown.
I mean, it looks amazing.
I mean, but come on.
Yeah, it's not a fucking venue.
It's not a venue. Like there was just so many people that everybody was performing everywhere.
Hell yeah.
Who played the actual venues? Who was it?
Well,
Blues, Agora.
at House of
Beachfront.
Blues, I met Usher,
Oh shit.
2 Chainz,
Oh,
Guy
shit.
Fieri, Dave Chappelle,
Oh shit.
Donnell Rollins.
Wild ass group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
what?
crazy group of
Guy
people.
Fieri?
Literally,
And
Guy
they were
Fieri
all-
sticks out the most in that group.
yeah.
Like what?
They were all like in regular people mode, so it was cool.
Dude.
They was all like drunk
Hell
and
yeah.
just like walking through the House of Blues because you got to go like through the
The
back.
House of Rules. That's what we used to
So-
call it. I'm used to Class, and Class had its last show. Now that's Class. It's
I used to go to a wrestling show there.
Yeah. They had their last show before the ownership gets taken over, and
They got bought out by Live Nation.
They wouldn't touch that
no.
They would fucking nuke the block before they bought
There
that
is.
bar.
I do want to shout out that there is a show this Saturday that we're all going to go to as a squad. Okay,
Oh yeah.
we are. It's going to be a really good rap show. My friend Desmond's playing. Pico the guy though.
Desmond that sells pickles.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Hell yeah, Desmond that sells the pickles. He's gonna be playing TZ from the Claire.
It's the only bar I've ever seen sell Mad Dog 2020 by the
Yeah,
pint.
they sell the Mad Dog. Hell yeah, but they had their last thing and it was huge. I guess like tons of people were there. It sold out. I didn't go because I get anxiety a little bit, believe it or not. And I don't know, but
I feel
it's
it.
sad. 15 years or so that place was open. Doing punk stuff for the scene. Like I've never been to a bar like that in my life. Like I would
Weirdest
travel.
vibe in
Yeah, I would travel and try to find their Now That's Class, go to their dive bars in other cities and states, and this one, nothing.
You were looking for the exact same vibe
I
in
would
like
try
just
to
like a
find that-
different area.
Yeah, I would try to always
okay.
find that place, just like I try to find when I travel, like the coffee shop, like
Yeah.
the homie coffee
never
shop.
felt more uncomfortable using a bathroom.
Why?
I mean, even among dive bar toilets, it's just
No, it's no.
a toilet with barely a wall. There's barely a wall.
so it's privacy concerns.
I suppose.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I
You don't want
don't.
nobody looking over at the sausage.
I don't know. For some reason,
It's not much
Or
fun.
seeing your thigh while you're pooping.
Yeah. I wouldn't poop there. I'd go down the street.
You could just squat, bro. It's fine.
Yeah.
You just gotta try to like aim it in the toilet, drop it in there.
that's
It's
what
not even about that.
Yeah. What else, y'all? What else? What's
Well,
good?
so that's class is dying as of
Sad.
February.
I didn't know that.
No, they're just
never
gonna have
been
a
that
new
place.
owner. It's gonna be a woman, which is cool. Change of pace, maybe, and See what's up
Sometimes
with
new
that.
owners
Hopefully they
ruin
still
places.
sell Mad
Sometimes
Dog
they-
2020.
Well, their first show is going to be lit, honestly. So they're starting off hot.
But good for them.
Yes.
Or
What,
whatever for a real one, but glad to see it still going in
Yeah.
capacity.
Yeah.
Gas prices have been crazy in regards to the whole Russia shit.
Yeah. Bad time to own a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just bought a truck too, and then I filled it up today. $96. I was like, damn, son, I ain't driving nowhere.
I get to talk to all these absolute dipshits at work who commute like fucking like an hour every day.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Man,
Damn,
you
that's an hour.
You gotta plan your life out better than that.
It's all these like
You took a real hit to your salary.
Yeah, like that's an hour.
Well, like the factory I work is basically in a Cleveland suburb, but it's like a close one. It's one that like it was probably like a streetcar suburb. It's Garfield Heights.
Yeah,
Okay.
just tell us.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're being secretive about the suburb. I was like, damn, you don't want to shout the suburb out like that? Who did something in there?
It's because I couldn't remember and I was stalling for time.
Oh, okay.
It's in Garfield Heights though, which is like relatively close to the city, and all these other people live out in fucking like Avon and shit.
Oh
It's
shit.
like you are such a moron.
Yeah, why would you
Damn.
drive an hour and 15 minutes of work?
Yeah.
That's wild. I did it before though.
I work with a guy
45
who
minutes, hour.
fucking lives in Cuyahoga Falls.
Oh my god, that's far. That's where I always get Tinder matches from Cuyahoga Falls.
It's because there's nothing to do there. My brother lives
Oh yeah, it's not because I'm a nice, cute girl.
there.
It's just because they're bored.
I'm
No,
sorry.
that's true.
That
It's true. We're all bored on Tinder. Aww.
Man, I am batting 1,000 this episode. I feel like.
Aww. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Oh man. So gas prices suck. They're supposed to go up even higher.
Yeah.
There were some-
okay. What's crazy about this whole thing is
Dude.
that we only get 4% of our gas from Russia.
All
So
I'm
like,
saying
it's
is-
just fucking
Right.
greed.
All I'm saying is download Gas Buddy.
Have you seen the prices in California? They're even
California
crazier.
sucks on prices all
Dude,
around.
yeah, I know, but it's like insane.
It's-
I mean,
It's
there's
gonna be up
people
to
that live on the
$9.
street that makes $50,000 a year in California
Damn.
Well,
because
that's
they can't afford a house because California sucks.
Sure.
that's the craziest thing about like I guess like major Californian cities, because they're not going to give you any like public transportation, and they're going to make gas cost an insane amount of money.
Oh.
Like if you live in LA, you have to drive fucking everywhere. There's
Yeah.
barely any. There's like buses, I think, and that's it. There's no like subway or anything.
There's buses. The buses are cool too, though. I like the buses.
But then
Cali buses
and
are
then
shit.
everything's
Fuck
like
the
so
Rita.
fucking far away. They destroyed the
Fuck the Rita.
streetcar. Like they fucking shot that in the fucking face in that city, and then they make gas cost the fucking most in the country.
Ugh.
How much is it there right now? Do you know?
I was-
6 something.
I
Damn,
saw
that's
signs
fucking
for
wild.
7, but those people said that place is normally high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 6 something. I just talked to my friend in Sacramento.
That place is
What's
normally
up,
high.
Like
Joe?
50 cents more than normal, but
What's up? What's up with?
I seen gas last night when I was driving. It was like 4, 5 in the
I
morning.
seen it for
4.
420.
I
was
seen
like,
it for I think it was like 4.
420.
yeah, I laughed. I was like,
419 or
this
something.
isn't a good number anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
bummer now,
I'm gonna just
actually.
wait till the morning.
420 is going to be next month. I'm excited for April. Fuck this month. Let's just go to April.
that's a good
just time skip it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do. We can do
I'm
whatever
feeling
we
this
want.
month. I'm feeling this month.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
month is good, but I'm saying April's going to be
I
incredible.
like finish out my basketball league in this month and shit. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying?
Can we come
Oh, it's
to a
already
game?
almost done?
I mean, there's only 9 weeks. So.
Can we come to a game?
No, they're not allowed to have people at the games.
Oh, there's because of COVID.
But
I don't know what the fucking problem is, but
It's
They just
COVID.
don't want people to watch them.
No spectators. I was like,
It's
damn.
from COVID.
that's a basketball
why.
league I might actually join. It's like, I don't want people to watch me.
So what are you?
This month,
Yeah.
Get the
Keep
ball
going.
snatched out of my hand 8 times a game.
the Fairly Odd Parents live action got announced.
No, we are
Yeah.
not watching. No, we're not.
That
watching-
shit
no.
is like some of the worst shit I
No.
ever heard of.
I
I've
saw
seen
I
it.
saw a still from it. It looked
What is it?
It looks
horrific.
I don't want to know.
It's literally the Fairly Odd Parents, you know, like from like when we were young, fucking to be
Live
fair,
action.
live action and adult. It doesn't make any sense.
Adult?
Yeah, adult. He's an adult
my
man.
Oh God.
Oh no, yeah, the dude is playing him as an adult.
Yeah,
I thought you meant it was an adult series.
No, I don't think it's an adult series.
It should be an adult series.
It might be better.
If the main character is an adult.
Yeah.
I would agree with
or
that.
they shouldn't make it.
They
really should have made it.
I've got a. I mean,
they don't believe in that, though. They don't believe in that.
Show it around.
Oh my
real quick.
God,
That's
what is
That's the guy
that?
looks like.
That is
That man
bad.
is on cocaine.
That
I
is
don't give a fuck
bad.
what anybody says.
That dude is not doing well. We're gonna take him somewhere he needs to get some help. Oh, he just put his head in his head.
I hate the way they just keep disrespecting shit.
Right.
Like they turned the Fresh Prince into a drama.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That came out this
You
month too,
turned
didn't
an
it?
uplifting show into some shit that just make niggas sad and angry.
I didn't
No,
watch
not
that, but I
good.
saw what they did to Carlton, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Well, he's thugged out.
Yeah.
Is he
Oh
really?
my God.
He's
Thugged out
not
Carlton.
a nerd. He's just like a mean guy. He's
no.
like cool.
He's a savvy business professional.
I think so, dude.
Oh God. Isn't that what he always wanted though?
That's what
he always
Carlton wanted. But
Yeah, but
what he
that's
always
like
wanted.
the conceit of the show is that like it's
He's
not.
Yeah.
He's like a
Yeah.
nerd.
I hate them.
He's like a
I hate myself.
like
right
a
now, too.
Carlton is like an archetypal nerd. That's like a
Right.
type of nerd you can be.
He's a geek, I would say, because he wasn't doing like nerdy things. He just wanted to be
Ooh,
cool.
that's a good
So that's what
distinction.
geek is.
yeah.
Yeah. Freaks and geeks, you guys.
You want to
This
be
is-
cool, so you're a geek, and if you just don't give a fuck, you're a
You're
nerd.
nerd. Yes.
Well,
This
nerds
was
are the
defined.
shit, and
Yeah,
geeks are
this was
fucks, 'cause
defined.
just be who you are.
Yeah, I mean, we all go through hormonal changes,
it was
and we
the
all go
opposite.
through things
Oh,
where
it's
we
the
want to be
opposite?
accepted.
that's what I always thought.
Well, whichever way it is, you know how I feel.
I feel like a nerd is like
Somebody who likes math.
no, that's a
Essentially.
geek.
Oh,
No.
Oh, see.
What?
See.
I like
Geek is like a
math.
pocket
I like
protector
math.
guy.
I like both.
But you can like math without being a geek.
But no, that's not according to what you just said. You said I feel like a nerd. and somebody likes math.
Study. Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm a nerd, really though. I like Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit.
Okay.
Why do
like
we have
math.
to put ourselves in any type of
Categories.
categories?
I don't
for
have a
real?
category.
Well, if I had a category, it would be burnout. So I don't have a category.
Yeah, I feel it a bit. Yeah, I feel burnout a bit.
I've taken the nerd to dropout pipeline pretty hard these last few years.
I just, yeah, never mind. Just, I'm fried.
So don't categorize yourself. Maybe
I'm fried.
Maybe I'm a little nerdy.
No. So what else? Fairly Odd Parents. Next subject.
Yeah,
Next subject.
That shit hurt us all enough to self-reflect.
Yeah, we don't need that.
That's insane.
So, in other entertainment news,
Oh, what's going on in entertainment news?
Disney, like the company,
Scary.
is set to open their first residential homes for fans.
I saw
my
that. I saw the
God.
concept
Come
art for
on.
that, and it
It's an apartment building?
I hate Disney.
No, it's
They're
like
so
Disney
scary.
projects.
No, it's like
Like-
villas and shit.
Isn't Disney scary though?
Yeah,
Like they're
yeah.
taking over.
Yeah,
oh, fuck.
they're a
I
gross ass
do
corporation.
want to take a lot of LSD and go to Disney World. That seems like it would be really
Okay. I hope that
psychically
happens for you.
damaging and fun.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, I saw those pictures. It looks like a gated community, like one of those planned
Damn.
housing developments, but like Disneyfied. Like it looks. I'll say it's got more going on for it than your average gated community.
Oh
But,
yeah.
like,
It looks actually kind of nice, but like
it looks like a neighborhood you'd see in a Pixar movie.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
it does look like a neighborhood you would see in a Pixar movie. They're going to offer. They're gonna have people like cast members that are employed
my
in your
God.
neighborhood that do events and shit
I
on
don't
like a
think
weekly
this
basis.
is- I don't think this is going to happen though.
I don't
because
think this is good
the
for
whole
kids' psyche.
the whole history of
Facts.
Disney as like a park thing, they've wanted to do shit like this. Like they've always wanted to make.
They're
a
going to
thing
have
that's
people
like
walking around the neighborhood that look like Disney.
They
you
have
imagine
so
being a
much
kid,
more
though?
money than they used to, though.
Can you imagine
But,
being
like,
a kid?
Did anybody hear what I said?
I mean, dude, there is a point when they were fucking hiring Nazi rocket scientists to design
Yeah.
their shit. Like, there's like they've had money.
Yeah, they
before.
have money.
Okay, you're right. They've never had this much money though. Like the
Right.
amount of money that Disney
We'll
is
see.
worth now is fucking unfathomable.
You also have to.
Wait,
so like,
can I say something here?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I would say this to counter though. Disney, I would say, and I could be wrong, but back in the day, Disney was like the only rich people, just like the Fords and stuff like that. Now they have a lot more competition for rich people.
Okay, so what I'm going to say in regards to that,
I see what you're saying.
At one point, all of the people that Disney now owns was Disney's competition. Disney owns all of them essentially.
Yeah,
at this
That
point.
is true.
They're close to a monopoly, or closer
They're
to
a conglomerate.
They're closer. They certainly are a vertical monopoly. They own the studios, the writers,
vertical,
and the distribution platform.
What were you saying, Antoine?
I forgot.
Okay.
Something about the kids.
This is not good for the kids. I was saying that.
Do they have people walking around in like costume around the neighborhood and shit?
Yeah,
that's what I'm
what
saying.
the plans are. Is
And
they're
a
going to
little
have live
kid's gonna-
entertainment around, and have events and shit, and
Little kids
they're
are
going to
gonna
offer
lose their
wellness
shit.
programming.
This
in
was
a bad way.
Wellness programming?
Yeah.
This was the original concept for Epcot.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not
That's
wrong.
It was a big like complex where people would live, and there would be like shops.
Yep.
There would also be like a park, I think.
I think they have
So
more
crazy.
of a chance at this one succeeding just because they're not going for like a general vibe. They're literally trying to make it Disney branded. So it's going to attract some level of like both Disney adult and people that really want their kids to have like a magical childhood.
They had the other one.
That's
before.
not
They had
going to be
that,
magic for them when they find out that shit is not real. Like, hello, kids freak out over Santa. I freaked out over Barney. I bet the librarian.
I'm going to move down to Florida.
Or some kid. I bet a kid when he told me Barney wasn't
I'm going to
real.
move to Florida so I can sell acid to the burnout Disney City kids.
I definitely had a manager that would move
I'm
into
going to
Disney
find
Village.
a niche. I'm going to be
That's true. That's cool. Do it.
All of a sudden you're getting arrested by fucking Goofy.
The patrol.
Yeah, Donald Duck and Goofy
right.
fucking serpentoning.
Yeah, but it's like it looks like some
God.
Roger
That
Rabbit
shit's
shit,
so
like it
fucked
wraps
up.
around my head or
Those old
whatever.
school ones, dude.
It
Oh,
fucking grows like a cartoon wound.
that shit's not going to be good. That's not good because what if someone then just gets a costume and then robs the whole place?
That would be hilarious.
idea,
That would be
good idea.
awesome.
Hey,
I know, but
that's fucking brilliant. We're editing that out. That's the
edit
move.
that out.
Yeah, that's the move.
I see it in their future. I see it in their future, dude. They're just gonna get robbed.
No, because that place is going to have like sniper towers.
Yeah,
That place
facts.
is the most
Facts.
locked
Damn.
up community.
It's going to be like if Mickey goes ha ha one too many times, fucking people pop up out of the goddamn sewers.
Bushes.
They've got him with like a shock dog collar so they can like hit him remote.
My friend always told me if there was a zombie apocalypse, they would go to Disney because of the underground tunnels.
I feel like it would be so fucking crowded from
Yeah, so many zombies would
Well,
be in that
people
bitch.
know about it now, but back in the day, this
Well, no,
was-
No, I'm just saying zombies would be in that bitch because
no,
everybody
they don't
be
know
at
how
Disney.
to climb down there. They don't know how
so
to
you
climb.
would literally just live underground for
You
at
would
that
just
point.
live underground.
But you got to make it there. You got to get to the
Yeah,
tunnels.
that's what I told him. I told him that.
You're
Like,
living
there's gonna be
off,
so
like,
many
fried
zombies.
elephant ear and Dole Whip, like whatever bullshit food they have in the car.
That's what. Yeah, we'll see. Or go live in the castle.
Hey,
Hey, Prince.
you get stuck on the Small World ride for like a year.
Oh no, the teacups. I never fared well on the teacups. So what else? What else is up? What else you got?
What else has happened this
What
month?
else?
I feel like
Oh, Facebook did a whole bunch of bullshit this month where people were all posting about like corporate price hikes and shit and like talking about how that's the actual cause of inflation.
And they blocked it.
And they fact checked it. And in the article that they fact checked it with, it was just a dude going like, "That's probably not the reason why."
Yeah.
And that's the fact check. Like, word, okay.
Thanks.
Fact checking at its best.
I mean, you could do that.
If that's fact checking, I am the greatest fact checker ever.
I mean, if you owned Facebook, you could do that.
Okay, you're right. You're right. If I own Facebook,
You could have
I
me
could
write an article and then
People
just
still
quote
fuck
me.
with Facebook, man.
Oh, in local news,
Right.
Oh, and local news
in local
down the
news,
street.
it is literally down the street. Lido Lounge got sold.
What?
Yes,
Whoa.
But the other iconic institution.
It's about to get renovated.
It's getting.
I love Lido's.
Yeah, getting sold.
It's about to get knocked down.
20 years in business and
Damn.
Of being the scuzziest strip club.
Yo, but have you even ever been there?
yo. Okay,
The girls are actually nice.
So I used to. I've been there a few times when I was younger, and I used to love getting the steak there, and it has been my joy, my favorite joke. Anytime anybody brings up Lido Lounge to go, they got a good steak there, and now that's getting taken away from me. I'm fucking hurt about it.
I mean, they might keep the same name and everything.
Well, I doubt they'll still have the same steak.
Sometimes people buy businesses and just keep running the same.
So the guy that cooked the steaks, I'm pretty sure that was like
Lido?
Yeah.
Lido was
Lido.
like the man sat out there with a grill.
I always wondered where they got the name. It's his.
Jeremy's like, no, see, Lido,
So is it
he
going
ain't
to
gonna
stay a
cook for
club?
nobody else.
Is it going to stay a club?
I'm not 100% sure what it's
We
going
don't
to
know
be
what it's
yet.
Make it a pack of tans. Do something good for the neighborhood.
Oh my God, yeah.
That would be funny if they turned it into a McDonald's, and every time you drive past, you're like, that was the
Oh,
fucking...
God.
Okay, no, if they make it to a McDonald's, then shit's gonna hurt me. Like, I'd rather have
would
this
suck.
scuzzy strip club than another
Absolutely.
goddamn
You were not
McDonald's.
wrong. You were not wrong.
Like,
Right.
that takes character away from the fucking neighborhood.
It's true. Do you remember when they made that little Lido
Character.
Lounge thing with the little bug and...
Oh, yeah, the meme? Yeah. That shit went around.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Yeah, this shit went around.
Someone
Ohio.
made like a
Cleveland.
straight up little Lido's Lounge cutout cardboard type of thing or whatever. Like it was like a...
I saw someone make it a birdhouse.
Yeah.
or maybe that's what it was or something. Yeah. Hell yeah.
There was also the artist that was promoting cryptocurrency in New York that put out a $11.7 million chunk of gold. It was just a fucking square box of gold in the middle of Central Park, and it
It was a cube. It wasn't something you could take.
No, it was just a cube. It was a big cube, and it had 24-hour security on it because you could have picked it up. It wasn't that big.
And why did they do that?
Because
He wanted to flex.
Because we're talking about it now.
The reason he said it is the cube can be seen as a sort of communique between emerging 21st century cultural ecosystem based on crypto and the ancient world where gold reigned supreme. It was just, this dude was shilling for crypto.
Every one of those people, I want to put them in a gladiator arena against each other.
It's just like, when did artists get so rich?
This dude, okay, so he's not actually an artist. Like, he's a techno bro. He made a crypto.
Techno, bro?
Yeah. That's a type of guy.
Whatever, man. Starving artists for life. Okay, fuck this shit. Fuck it.
Like, I love artists getting paid. Like, I do a couple Patreons here and there to help
Absolutely,
people
artists should
continue
get
to-
paid. But I'm saying, like, what the fuck, man? I just want to
But
get
every
paid. And I'm
artist I
jealous.
like and appreciate has said that this shit is the stupidest fucking stuff in the world.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Your
We'll see.
NFTs and stuff.
I do like though that a lot of the NFT stuff is like dragons and cool things like that.
I
Like,
have not seen one I thought looked good at all.
oh, okay. I've seen some dragons
I've
and I
seen
like
the
those.
idiot monkeys. I've seen
No.
the other ones of that nature, and it all seems very lazy. I don't know.
Matt Damon lost a whole bunch of people money because he had a Super Bowl commercial about crypto.
Yeah, it was the Super Bowl that month.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, let's talk about the Super Bowl. Shit.
Super Bowl lost me hella money.
There were at least half a dozen crypto commercials during the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, first time I seen crypto commercials, I was like,
so many of them. Yeah.
Oh, y'all hitting it up.
Well,
And
yeah,
I guess-
I mean, I'm not the first person nor only the person to point this out by any means, but it's like in like 2000 and like, what was it, right before the .com bubble crash, they had like pets.com and shit commercials for the Super Bowl. So it's like, I don't think that's a great, that wouldn't inspire confidence.
Right.
People are trying to get their last money's worth out of this thing.
No, I
before it
don't think that it inspires
crumbles up.
confidence because that shit is tanking. But
because everyone saw that shit and was like, I'm out.
South Park was just making fun of it, saying that all the middle-aged
South Park's
people
making fun of it. Then,
were buying the Matt Damon.
The point of no return is when Joe Rogan starts talking about how crypto's busted.
I agree.
That's when everyone with any sense has already left.
I agree.
Yeah, you should leave
I'm gonna
right
say it
now.
one more time. I agree.
Mental state check. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm like vibing, chilling. I'm kind of a little
excellent.
sleepy.
Shocking.
It's past my bedtime. I honestly like to go to bed around 6, 7 and then wake up around 2.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, okay,
And then I
so
go to the
the
gym
first
at
time she
5.
messaged me, it was like 4:30 in the morning. I'm like just getting ready to go to bed myself, and she's like, "Yo, I'll be on the podcast." I was like, "Word, I'll talk to you tomorrow."
Yeah. And I was like, no, I'm awake. I'm about to go to the gym.
I work 12-hour night shift, and that sounds like a crazy schedule to me.
Oh, yeah. No, it is to a lot of people, but I hang out with like my grandma all the time. So I'm kind of on like a weird old lady schedule where I just go to bed early and then I can't sleep. And then I go to wake up and start my day.
Very interesting.
Respect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a good lady.
Grandma energy, as we were discussing.
It's come full circle.
Facebook lost $232 billion worth of value in one day this month.
So what does that
They have
even
nothing
mean?
else about the Super Bowl?
I guess, yeah.
My bad.
Who wants to talk about the game? Because I don't really like. What is
The game was some bullshit.
Yeah,
The Rams won in Los Angeles. Lost me some money.
The halftime show was fire, though.
Yeah, the
Oh, hell yeah.
halftime show was
cool.
lit.
Like, I wasn't gonna get too hyped about it because I was like, there's some cool artists in here, and then like I actually saw the video, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
pretty good.
and
pretty
she's
cool.
one of my favorite artists.
All I gotta say about it is, imagine being the people on the side of the stadium that the dancers and stuff weren't open to.
Oh,
that
I
shit
know.
had to suck.
I was watching the thing and I was like, yeah, so you like have potentially the best view in the world, and it's like the back. You see the back of the set.
Yeah.
Like,
Still cool to see.
It was,
But,
Yeah, it's so be cool.
they missed 50 coming down from the goddamn ceiling, though. They didn't get to see that shit.
Oh.
you
Yeah.
could really tell who gives a shit and who doesn't by people who are like, why was he upside down? Never
They're just
watched
not
the
like,
video.
yeah, it's like you weren't there.
Yeah.
But they all did some shit to disrespect the NFL, which was cool.
Yeah.
They told Eminem not to kneel. He kneeled. They told Snoop Dogg he couldn't wear a blue bandana in his pocket, so he wore a blue bandana as an outfit.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they told Dr. Dre that he's not allowed to say he still don't fuck with the police and still Dre, and he said it.
Oh, hell
I was
yeah.
like-
Good for them.
And they told Kendrick don't play all right because that's about police brutality.
Yeah, they
and
did
shit.
edit the song pretty hard, but like,
Yeah, but he still played like everybody
yeah.
knows what song he is playing.
Yeah,
you know what
right.
I'm saying? And I was like,
Hell
that's
yeah.
respect.
but like I couldn't even think of what other song he would have played that would
What?
have fit
The
that like
NFL's some
tone.
bullshit for all those motherfucking
Yeah.
I
stipulations.
mean, he has songs with Dr. Dre and shit. So
I guess that's true.
Fuck that, right? Rules on rules on rules. We don't like rules.
yeah, they said fuck
Well,
the
it's just some
rules.
hating ass bullshit is what it is. They're fucking
Hating.
they're so worried about it being
What?
politicized.
It's like, but this is who you hired for entertainment.
Literally.
So like, let them
It's
do what
like
they want to do.
maybe the dads that and older people that are taking their kids there that are rich are pissed, but their kids are loving that shit.
No, the really rich old motherfuckers is pissed. Like all the
Yeah.
team owners and shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
how the
Yeah.
fuck are you gonna let them do
Yeah,
that
but
shit?
guess who's watching all this shit? And guess who's buying your jerseys? And guess who's, you know what I'm saying? We're coming up.
Yeah,
So
they
y'all
don't give a
better
fuck.
fall
though.
back.
They need to fall back.
They need to fall back.
They need to fall back. That's true.
Because
That's
we're
true.
going to run this shit sooner or later if we're not already. Hey.
I mean, we won't. None of us.
Hey, I like to dream. We're out here.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Right.
Jeremy's gonna hate me if I start doing like running some shit. He's gonna be like, he's one of them. Like, oh man, a bitter end.
So how late we normally go till?
Until we run out of shit to say.
Which I think we're starting to spiral
there.
now. I'll be
Yeah, we're getting
completely
close.
honest.
It's past my bedtime.
I don't know really anything. The month was kind of
Yeah, it's bullshit month.
filled with war. And
I think we said it already. Let's move on to the next one. I'm already done with March.
Thank you. April's coming through.
Cavaliers are doing good. They're going to the playoffs. That's good for the city.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Clap it up for them. They're not the Browns, shitty asses.
Hey,
I mean, I'm a Browns fan.
And
they suck.
And we're going to the Super Bowl.
NASA announced that by 2031, the International Space Station is going to crash down to Earth.
Yeah. That's
Wait,
cool.
That was this month.
Russia.
Yeah.
Oh, the two Russian people on the spaceship took the other two hostage during the war starting and told them, like, if you guys fuck around or do anything, that they're going to drop the space station into the Earth.
I mean, this is your speculation.
Wait,
I don't think that's real.
Oh my God.
No, that happened, bro. I heard it.
No.
I heard it. I didn't read the story. I didn't see the story, but I heard the story
The
from a valuable source.
The satellite's on a... it's on an imperfect geosynchronous orbit, so it's losing. The gravitational pull of Earth is pulling it in more. And more.
The Russians are about to crash it.
So what are we going to do about this? I mean, that's cool and all, but I feel like there's a problem.
They're planning on decommissioning it anyway, so
yeah. So
I mean, it's a problem. They got to make sure it falls in the water.
I don't know how.
And that's going to cause a tsunami. It's going to knock out the island.
I mean, they can probably math it out to get it to fall into the ocean somewhere.
Yeah, but that's what's going to happen.
It's going to fall into the ocean. Great.
It's planned.
Perfect.
That was actually one of the original things.
Yeah,
let's just put everything in the ocean.
Yeah, no problem.
Russia,
great idea. A whole space station.
And follow
literally a whole space station.
Walt Disney stuff.
That
Let's
was
just
one
put
of
it all in the
the
ocean.
original concepts for the space shuttle. Was that it had that big open compartment with an arm in it that could take satellites out and swoop them.
Swoop.
Obviously, the space station was much larger than they couldn't do it. But that was the original, one of the original concepts for the shuttle.
How do you know
why
these
does nobody
things?
believe my story? Why did you try to look up that story?
Okay, all right, fine.
So you just discredit the story that I have just because Connor says, like, I'm on some bullshit. I heard this from a credible source.
What's your credible source?
I can't name the source.
Get the fuck out of here.
This is exclusive news for NYAH. And whoever looks it up on
the
Google.
astronauts and the thing had
You mean
guns.
Anika?
Like,
Did
what?
you-
Nah, they just beat them up. They're Russian.
NYAH, not your.
Oh, I was like, you mean my name Anika?
Yeah, okay, so
I'm out
I searched Russian astronauts take hostages, right? The last thing that I see for it, the soonest news is 2014.
Damn, Ben took them hostage.
Yeah, they've been up there for a minute.
Well, fuck you, source.
It's been like one guy with a gun pointing at another guy, like sitting in chairs for like fucking 8 years.
Oh,
we lost a F-35 in the South China Sea. America did.
We just fell off a boat.
Yeah, it's a $78 million
fucking jet that just fell off a boat.
Yeah.
It'd do more fucking good at the bottom of the ocean than it would fucking fighting anything. That plane's a piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Fly in the rain.
Fuck.
They have to repaint it every time they fly it.
No, that is true. It's got an estimated lifetime cost of $1.6 trillion.
I feel like we said this on the pod before.
There's a 50-50 chance if you use the ejector seat.
I might have said it because it was February 2nd.
Why did they even design this?
There are so many structural issues to why you can't make good military hardware in this country, but that is a perfect example of what happens.
That's another
And it's
episode.
called F. It starts with the F for F.
For fail.
But you're fucked. Yeah, fail.
You drive this thing, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So you guys want to move on to predictions then?
Yeah, let's do it. I didn't even know we do predictions.
Okay, so
I love
we predict something that's going to happen within the next month. I usually go for something a little crazy. Sometimes some other people go for something a little bit more normal. Antoine usually goes for the same prediction. I don't know if he's going to keep doing that.
I don't normally do that.
Mine's going to be optimistic in nature. Right. That's how I am.
Only way you win the lottery is if you keep putting the same fucking number.
That's true.
Damn.
That is true.
That's the fucking
You gotta do it. You gotta do it for like 3 years, and then you'll do it.
Antoine's trying to win this podcast.
I'm just saying, like, that's how you do it. And the only way I'll be right on this prediction is
All right, we'll get
what do you play?
then.
Because maybe I'll play it and we'll split.
No, I don't play the lottery.
All right, let's hear your prediction, Antoine.
My prediction. I'm not ready yet.
Dude!
I'm not using the
Wait,
same
can I
one.
do mine?
Yeah,
go for it.
Obviously.
The war is going to end peacefully Russia's going to retreat. It's going to be done with. And also peace and love, man.
Beautiful.
That's
beautiful.
That's my prediction.
That seems like some shit that we need to
Let's throw it out there, into the
manifest it.
Let's manifest it.
Manifest it.
Did you feel the peace when I said it too?
It was beatific. It felt great.
It's gonna be good. Exhale, everyone. Inhale. Exhale.
ASMR portion of the podcast over. We're going. I think there's going to be a massive crypto crash, and I think
the one that's already happening. Or like farther than that's happening.
I think that it's going to be like bottom falls out, and then you'll see a couple people pick most of it up, and then it starts rising again. I think it's
us.
If it keeps crashing, I'm definitely going to pick up some fucking Bitcoin.
No, I'm talking about
everything we have.
I'm talking about like fucking
sell the house.
BlackRock Capital buys like 95% of all crypto.
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Well, that'll suck.
Yeah. And then it's just money. Then it's regular money and no one cares.
So I predict that President Zelensky is going to single-handedly take down the Russian forces like Rambo. Mm-hmm. And they're going to make a movie about him all within a month.
But in reality, that's not going to happen. It's just going to be a propaganda piece.
Yeah. All right.
Disagree. No.
Oh, you think that's really going to happen?
Yes. Yes, I do.
What do you got?
I'm going to say that in the next month, we are going to learn that Mexico has been in development of a extremely powerful AI that is going to replace almost all of the workforce of the world. What? And now Mexico will be the dominant superpower within the world.
I agree with your
new Mexican hegemony.
Well, not New Mexican, but the
Mexican.
Neo-Mexican hegemony.
Yeah.
Right.
Neo-Mexican
Yeah, it's, the new world government's going to be out of Albuquerque.
Oh my God.
Well, that's going to be after Mexico takes New Mexico back.
Yeah, they take all that fucking Spanish Civil War or the fucking Mexican-American War shit back.
I've been stretching. You've been sitting.
All right, I think that's it.
That's not